Joy Chasers. It's Dr. Naima Johnston-Bush from the Refreshing Life with Naima, where we talk.
So bring out the song in me, crescendos past tragedies, and while
Hey Joy Chasers, it's Naima from the Refreshing Life with Naima. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about music, ministry, and lifestyle. Well, we sing more than we talk about music. But anyway, I am on the last song that I think I'm going to share with you from my 30-day song challenge, where I had challenged myself to write a song every day we were in quarantine, and it didn't happen. If you want to know why it didn't happen, go back. I won't repeat myself. Go back and watch some of the other videos. But this is song number 5. I believe it's 5 that I'm sharing. The numbers are out of order because number 2 I never shared because I didn't like it after I wrote it. I was like, meh. And sometimes, you know, when you write a song, you put your heart into it. It's about how you feel at that moment. And it never really quite comes together, and so it becomes what I like to call a piece of scrap paper that you just sit on and sit on and sit on. And well, it might not mean anything to today, but next week or next month or even next year, it might become something. I have songs that I've sat on for 2-3 years, and all of a sudden it came to some kind of fruition. There are songs that, you know, I've gotten like right at that instance. I've heard the melody. I don't play well enough to play what I write. So what usually happens is I write the lyrics and get the melody together. Sometimes I work out the chords and then I give it to someone much more talented in that area than I am, and they orchestrate it all and put it all together in track form for me. And so there have been songs that I've gotten like that. Like one of my songs, love song. This is a love song for you. I heard that song. It has a very specific story to it, about a friend of mine, and we had a kind of like an argument that night. And I had went to bed and I was laying in bed and I heard the melody. It was like do 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 do. And I kind of rolled over and I was like, I feel like a song is coming. I'll write it tomorrow. But it got louder. It was like do 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 do. And so I got up and I wrote that song, and it took me like 15 minutes. You think that I have forgotten you. That's how it started. And so I wrote the whole song in 15 minutes. I was back in my bed in a half an hour sleep. But other songs, I may have gotten the melody for and have sat on for years. Like on my last project, the Deeper project, that song Linger, which is probably my favorite song. Well, maybe it isn't. Maybe despite of. One of those are my favorite songs. But I had been sitting on that melody for a long time. Do 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 do, I will linger. And I had recorded it, and then I had forgotten about it. And then despite of the other song that I really love on that project, I kept coming back to. Like I would take it out and I would work on it, and it just wasn't coming together. And I put it up, and then I take it out and I work on it, and I, you know, put it up. It just wasn't coming together. And I think this went on for probably 2 years. And then one night I sat down with it, and I was able to write the whole song. It took me maybe about 45 minutes. And I wrote the whole song, the lyrics, the melody. And I remember I went to the studio, and we were supposed to, I was working with Evan Sealing at the time, and we were supposed to record a different song, a song called Just Me. And it just would not come together. I had written this song years ago. I had the melody, I had all the lyrics, and I was so excited about recording it finally, because I'd written it the same time I'd written everything, which was for my first project, which was in 2003. But it just would not come together. For some reason, we just couldn't get it together. And he was like, well, what do you want to do? Do you have anything else? And I said, well, I have this song that, you know, I wrote last night or last week or whatever it was. It wasn't a very long period of time, and I pulled it out, and I sang it for him. That's how gifted he is. I sang it for him, and within 15 minutes, he had it the basics of the orchestration done. You know, he had the guitar track laid down, and he was making notes, and I went in the booth, I recorded the click track, and then came back in 2 weeks and it was fully orchestrated and recorded the whole thing. And so songs are like that. So this song I'd been working on, I actually found in my in my notes, because I'm always like recording pieces of songs in my phone. And so I was going through it and I found it, and it was from 2017. And so I thought I would finish it. It's not a song that I feel like, oh, maybe I'll do something with it. Maybe I'll put it on the next album. It isn't a song like that, but it seems real fitting these days. And so the name of the song is called I Surrender. And this is song number 5 of the completed songs that I've done during my quarantine challenge. And 5 might not seem like a lot, you know, when you've been in quarantine for 6 weeks, but you try being in quarantine with a dying dog, a toddler, a 16-month-old in the middle of a town this big and not being able to go anywhere. See how many songs you get accomplished. I'm just thankful that I got the 5 done, because I'm all about extending myself grace these days. I'm over the self-beating up, the obligations, and the caring what anybody thinks. I'm getting too old for that. So the name of the song is called I Surrender. That would be my greatest wish for you, to live a life of joy, to adopt some of those principles. But it goes like this anyway, off my soapbox rabbit trail. I surrender my plans. I surrender my dreams. I surrender all the broken bits of me. You call for account, demanding the truth. I've run from all the warmth that used to be. There's no excuse for this devastated, immature heart that is stone. You won't turn me loose and hunt me down when I become weak and withdrawn. Can't listen to the taunting in my head. Your presence is not gone. I surrender my soul and what I think I need. I surrender because freedom isn't free. You caress me with love. I know that's the truth. Your bleeding arms are where I need to be. There's no excuse for this devastated, immature heart that is stone. You won't turn me loose. I lost my place. You won't turn me loose and hunt me down when I become weak and withdrawn. Can't listen to the taunting in my head. Your presence is not gone. You're here, still here. Mountaintop or valley low, you're never leaving me alone. You're here, still here. Your glory comes and knocks me down, and worship the lost get found. There is no excuse. So that's I Surrender. And I'm not sure that that'll be the final name of it, because I only really use I Surrender in the beginning. And a good song has a title that, you know, is repeated often. And I'm not sure if this is the final run through, because with songs, you know, I'm always working on them. But I wanted to share those with you. So, and I'm not re-recording it because I'm either going to be the authentic me, I'm not going to be the me at all. And sometimes I lose my place. Sometimes I miss my steps. Sometimes I fall down. Bam, like that. Anywho, if you enjoyed that song, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment, give it a thumbs up. If you've listened to all of the songs from the quarantine, I think I called it the Gotta Stay Home Challenge. I think there are 4 songs total. Let me know which one you like the best. I would appreciate that in the comments below. And anything you want to share with me, let me know that as well. So once again, thanks for hanging out with me in my internet home, one of my many internet homes. Come on over to Facebook and join us in the Refreshing Life Facebook group. We do daily encouragement, inspiration, and of course, all things that give glory and honor to Jesus, our Savior. Love you guys. Have a blessed one.